I would like to fir- I would like to first take a moment to start with land acknowledgements. It's important for us to acknowledge the traditional territories in which we live and work as part of our commitment to decolonization and TRC calls to action. We acknowledge the land we are meeting on, which happens to be in Toronto, is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabeg, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. Toronto is also home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by the Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. To begin, we want to acknowledge that artificial intelligence, AI, can feel complex or even intimidating, but today we're here to demystify it. We'll be sharing our available resources and tools to help you confidently take your next step into the future of teaching and learning by leveraging AI. We'll also share our own experience and learnings from taking our bold step into AI. Whether you're just starting your AI journey or just looking to deepen your fluency, this session is designed to help you build confidence and explore practical ways to integrate AI into your work. As we look ahead, we're excited to share what's up and coming with eCampusOntario. We'll be sharing exclusive preview of our upcoming AI microcredential. Then we'll wrap up the session with a Q&A. eCampus Ontario is a nonprofit organization funded by the province that leads a group of 54 publicly funded colleges, universities, and Indigenous institutes across Ontario. Our mission is to develop and test online learning tools that advance the use of educational technology and support digital learning environments. Through collaboration and innovation, we aim to empower institutions and educators across the province to explore new possibilities in teaching and learning. eCampus Ontario is so proud to launch this new webinar showcasing our innovative work with artificial intelligence across our platforms and services. As AI continues to reshape the post-secondary landscape, we're here to help institutions and educators to explore learning opportunities and resources, evaluate emerging tools, experiment with practical applications, and adopt AI in meaningful and accessible ways. Whether you're just starting your journey now, or looking to deepen, I hope that this session empowers you. Together, we'll demystify AI and foster a culture of innovation and experimentation, helping institutions stay ahead in a rapidly evolving digital world. I'll hand over the mic to our wonderful Deanna.
Thank you, Susie. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. So let's start by talking about empowering today's educators. And so one of the micro-credentials that we offer at eCampus Ontario is the Empowered Educator Micro-Credential. And this is a really unique opportunity for post-secondary educators to refine their teaching methods and better integrate technology into their classrooms. You can enhance your skills in creating a more engaging, inclusive, and effective learning experience through the thoughtful use of digital tools. So this micro-credential lets you build confidence with EdTech tools by giving you hands-on options to experiment with tools like Contact North's AI Teaching Assistant Pro or Gamma, or even AI features inside familiar platforms like Padlet. You can also pick the tools you want to explore, and using our EdTech sandbox, which we'll talk about in just a few slides. Every activity in Empowered Educator is also purpose-built. You'll experiment only with tools that serve your own teaching goals, not tech just for tech's sake, and you'll leave with artifacts that you can really drop into any course you're teaching or any work you're doing right away. As we try these tools, obviously that have AI embedded in them, we really embed reflection on ethics, data privacy, and intellectual property. So for example, with the AI Teaching Assistant Pro, we discuss where the data goes and how it's used. So you know not just how to use AI, but also why and whether to use it. Is this the right context, the right purpose? And after completing all these activities in the Empowered Educator Microcredential, you earn a recognized credential. And this signals practical skills in digital and AI enhanced teaching. You can register now for our current cohort. It runs until December 5th. I'll drop the link in the chat so you can explore a little bit more and see if it's right for you. Next slide. Perfect. And so while Empowered Educator focuses on today's practice, we also have workshops with our research and foresight team that help us look ahead. They're designed to bring educators and institutional leaders together to think critically about the future of AI in higher education. These workshops use strategic foresight to help participants explore the potential impact of AI on higher education, from teaching and assessment to credentialing and even something like community building. So first, we start by confronting current assumptions about educational technology and technology-enabled learning, so participants can see where their own expectations might limit their planning. Next, we empower participants to make informed decisions by considering a range of possible futures, maybe some where AI thrives, and others where it struggles to take hold. We then support future planning initiatives by connecting those insights back to institutional priorities, ensuring that the discussion we're having is actually leading to tangible next steps. Together, our programs and workshops really show how professional learning at eCampus Ontario addresses both the practical skills that are needed today and the foresight that's required for tomorrow. I'll pop the link in the chat for our foresight workshops, so again, you can explore them a little bit more. Now, next we have EdTech Sandbox. I mentioned this before, and so we're right to it right now. It's a curated space where you can explore, test, and pilot new educational technologies. The goal is really, really simple. Help you discover tools that support teaching, make admin work easier, and maybe even spark new ideas with tech that you haven't seen before. Many of the tools we have in the sandbox now feature AI. This includes adaptive learning platforms, intelligent tutoring systems, and many more. You can use filters. So you can see here in the screenshot, the filters really help you find tools with AI or tools for other specific use cases. Maybe you're looking for a tool that helps with accessibility or collaboration. And so use the filters on the side to really filter down to what you need. Each tool also comes with documentation, so you can see how it works and how AI can help in your day-to-day practice. Over the next two slides, we're going to explore two ways that eCampus Ontario helps you experiment with AI tools from the sandbox. The first way that we can support you is through our emerging tech workshops. And these are my babies. I love them. So if you do come to any of them, you will see me again. These workshops really give you the chance to pilot AI tools hands-on. It's an ideal way to test them in real-world learning environments and explore in a safe space how they can fit into your teaching practice. Earlier this year, we hosted workshops with Artha Learning and Affinity Learning. Both demonstrated how AI is fit into their tools. So Affinity, for example, showed how you can integrate an AI chatbot directly into their learning platform, giving students instant support and feedback as they're going through their learning experience. Looking ahead, we have two workshops coming up, or three workshops actually, in October and November with Feedback Fruits and Learnful. So Feedback Fruits will focus on using AI to support assessment and streamline workflows in the learning management system. And Learnful will guide participants through building an AI chatbot and integrating it into your course. Again, this is a really hands-on opportunity to explore AI, see it in action, and imagine how it can enhance your teaching and learning experiences. And if you haven't had enough of talking about AI, I know you're in a webinar right now, but we're also hosting a webinar with Feedback Fruits next week on assessment in the age of AI. Join us to hear from three institutional leaders across Canada in a fireplace-style chat and hear from their real-world experiences. I'm going to pop a few links in the chat for our upcoming workshops and webinars so you can join them, look at the dates, and I hope to see you there. And now we're going to talk about AI tools you can pilot today. So the second way that we support you is through these, what we call take-home pilots, right? So these are ones that you'll do over a few months, not just 1 hour, and you'll get access to the tool so you can explore it from your classroom, from your home, with your students, whatever it looks like for you, but you get access for about a semester. And this gives you plenty of time to experiment. And also you'll have access to anyone from the organization that you're piloting this tool from, so you can ask questions and really, again, get that more in-depth learning. So here are I have 5 examples of AI tools that you can pilot in the sandbox today. The first one is Study Aid, and this is designed by educators for educators, and it uses AI to personalize instruction and feedback, leading to increased student engagement and supporting academic integrity. eClarity is a learning design system that helps you design and maintain online courses. Its AI can draft course material based on an outline, making course development easier and more accessible. Scylla is a platform that matches open educational resources to your syllabus. It helps to find high quality, free teaching resources, which means that you can focus on creating engaging and personalized learning experiences. Ghibli is an AI-powered lesson and quiz generator that helps you quickly create presentations, gamified quizzes, and interactive content. You can pull different pieces from YouTube videos, documents, your own materials, and it really encourages peer learning and collaboration. And lastly, Interview Pal is an AI mock interview platform. Students get real-time, personalized feedback to improve their interview and communication skills. Getting started is really simple. Visit the EdTech Sandbox website, scroll down on the filters, select the pilot available toggle, request access, and you can get started using the technology today. So my question to you is, which AI tool will you explore next? And beyond the sandbox, I just really want to reiterate that eCampus Ontario, we are here to help support institutions in exploring or piloting AI tools in whatever your capacity looks like. So maybe we can, you're pursuing a project, you need a vendor, you need more help on finding a specific tool. Think of us as your bridge. You've got you, whatever challenge you're facing, you've got us helping you find the right solution for whatever your needs are. So, whether you're developing new virtual learning content, experimenting with innovative teaching tools, or streamlining software procurement, we can really help you find the guidance, collaborators, and resources you need. We really want to hear from you. So, we have a quick little survey there. And again, I'll pop the link for the survey and the sandbox in the chat. Thank you, Michael. So, please complete the survey, tell us what you need, and we're here to help you turn your ideas into action. So thanks for listening to me, and I'm now going to turn it back over to Susie, and she's going to talk about a real world case of how we've leveraged AI at eCampus Ontario.
Thank you so much, Deanna. That was fantastic. So now, how did eCampus Ontario take their bold step in AI? And as Deanna had shared her babies, this is my baby, so I'm excited to talk about it. eCampus Ontario leveraged artificial intelligence during the development of the Ontario Collaborative Innovation Platform, which is a digital matchmaking platform to connect academic experts with real-world business challenges across the province. It brings together experts, facilities, and resources from Ontario's publicly funded academic institutes and matches them with businesses that are seeking innovative solutions. From the very beginning, we recognized that AI could play a transformative role in making these connections smarter, faster, and more impactful. Our AI power algorithm is able to review the business's challenge and provide recommendation. The recommendations are actually drawn from a pool of over 900 facilities, 1,100 available experts, 1,400 equipment, and 400 funding programs as well. These recommendations are customized to address the specific and unique needs of each business. By leveraging AI, we've created a space where innovation meets collaboration, unlocking solutions for businesses of any size and any sector and located anywhere across Ontario. The matches have been quite remarkable, and I'm very proud to say about 3/4 of the matches have been connecting businesses with experts that are located in completely different regions of the province. This shows that the collaboration opportunities are not based on the convenience of being in the same city, but based on expertise and experience on the business's unique challenges, finding the best collaborators regardless of the location. This has been especially valuable for businesses in northern and rural parts of Ontario, where access to local expertise may be limited. Through OSIP and the AI power algorithm, businesses can now access the province-wide network of academic talent and resources. Currently, we're offering innovation vouchers to eligible businesses to receive a free scope of work report, while eCampus Ontario will be providing the funding to academic experts on behalf of the business. If you know any businesses within your network that will be interested in learning more, or if you're curious about what this voucher program is about, please feel free to reach out to anyone at eCampus Ontario. As well, I'll share the link to the voucher program in our chat. And now I'll hand over the mic to our wonderful Alyssa.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elisa Arnold. I am an associate at on the research and foresight team here at eCampus Ontario. And thank you so much for sharing your lunch hour with us today. I'm going to walk through eCampus's overall approach to supporting AI in education. As you've heard from Deanna and Susie, over the past couple of years, we've integrated AI into our sandbox, into OSIP, and in addition, our teaching with AI micro-credential, but we've also woven AI into other areas. So some of them are more subtle. So for example, if you look at our work integrated learning accessibility document, you can manage the information using an AI-enabled GPT, so you don't have to do the heavy lifting on your own. But we also have many resources related to AI in our open library. So if you have yet to explore the open library, you will find many resources that are made by educators for educators around how to integrate AI into your teaching practice. Another way to access current information about artificial intelligence is eCampus podcasts, webinars, and blogs. We've put together many different resources, often in collaboration with folks in the sector. And lastly, I just want to say that in addition to being part of the research and foresight team, I am also the chair of eCampus Ontario's AI working group. And we put together this working group to provide a structure for our ability to support you folks around AI. It's a cross-functional group, as I mentioned, so we have people from throughout the organization to enable agile development of supports, and our group members reflect the widest range of touch points out in the sector. One of the things that we recently did is we stood up a website called ecampusontario.ai. You can move to the next slide. And this website is a centralized place to easily locate eCampus AI related initiatives. So everything we've spoken about today, you can find on this website. And we also have AI related initiatives from other members and sector organizations. And with this site, our intention is to shape the future of learning with AI. And we're convening these initiatives that put AI at the heart of teaching, learning, and innovation. I have to say, this site is new, it's iterative, and we're going to continue to develop the site. And we want your feedback on that. So on the site itself, there is a place to tell us what you think. Please provide us your feedback. We're very interested in hearing your voice. And Deanna also wants to hear your voice with the next poll. So I'm going to hand it back over to her.
Thank you. Okay, so we do have a poll. I do have to set it up. Okay, I think I can launch one question at a time. Okay, perfect. So the first question is, I can separate AI myths from realities when talking with colleagues or students. Okay, we've got so far half-half of agree and unsure. Not agree, disagree. Interesting. Okay. We have almost all participations. I think some people are still participating. Take a second. I'll close it in about 5 seconds, and then we can see the responses. Okay, and we're sitting pretty even
Mhm.
50-50 between agree and unsure.
Mhm.
Interesting. So some of you are feeling confident about being able to separate the myths from realities, and some of you maybe a little less so, and that's totally okay. We're in this new age of AI, right? There's a lot of information coming to us from all different angles, and so that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let me end this poll. I hope everyone saw the responses, but we're sitting at about 48% agree, 45% unsure, and 6% disagree. So this is, oh, I can share results. Beautiful. Okay. Now everyone can see the results. Wonderful. You can tell I've used a lot of Zoom features, not the quizzes as much as other things. Okay, so we've got that one. Perfect. Thank you for sharing that one. We've got two more questions for you. Let's go back to the next question. So I am able to describe types of artificial intelligence, and how it's being used today, both inside and outside of higher education. So I'll give you a few more minutes or a few more seconds, I guess. People are responding fast. I love it. So far we're seeing there's quite a bit people saying agree that they can describe types of artificial intelligence. Also quite a bit unsure and disagree. We've got a little bit more of an even split between those two. Again, really fair. I don't even think I think I could maybe describe a few, right? And there's things that I still need to learn about, right? Again, with AI being so new, there's things and maybe not as new as I say, but there's things you're always learning. And I feel like it's definitely one where we'll constantly be learning more over the next few months. Okay, I'm going to end the poll now and share the results so everyone can see what the responses were. So we've got, again, 42% said agree they can describe types of AI and how it's being used today. 27% said they disagree, and 31% were unsure. Makes sense. Very kind of even split across the three. Okay, now let's answer our third question. So I have strategies to have conversations with higher ed stakeholders, including students, regarding the use of AI and how it is changing the educational landscape. This one's an interesting one. I definitely feel like I've even had conversations with people both in education and outside education. I've seen a lot of stuff on LinkedIn. And so I know that this is a topic that's getting talked about a lot. So far, we have about just under 50% are agreeing that they have the strategies they need, about 36% are disagreeing, and 18% are unsure. We'll wait a few more seconds to let some people get their responses in before I share. Okay, I'm going to share the results so everyone can see that. Again, 44% said they do have the strategies, 36% said they didn't, and 19% were unsure. Okay, well, thank you for participating in that. Let's dive into the reasons why I asked you these questions in the first place. So one of the things that I am so excited to announce in this webinar, if you haven't heard already, because I know some people have, is that we have a new micro-credential program. Pause for a round of applause. And this is on teaching with AI. And this micro-credential aims to help educators and future teachers develop their AI skills, enabling them to explore, evaluate, and experiment with AI in your teaching practice. So if you were listening to me talk about the Empowered Educator program before, and you're like, I've done this program, like, how can I continue to level up my AI skills? This program is perfect for you. It consists of three modules: AI Explorer, AI Evaluator, and AI Experimenter. Now that's a tongue twister. Try saying that 5 times fast. I will not. Each module takes about 5 hours to complete, for a total of 15 hours to complete the entire program and receive the full micro-credentials. We'll have 5 facilitated sessions per cohort where you can ask questions. We'll be doing activities together. And the first cohort is taking place in January 2026. Let me pop the link in the chat so you can explore as I keep chatting, and you can even make your account and start registering. So for this program, we have 4 learning outcomes. Module 1, AI Explorer. This one's really focused on AI literacy. We aim to identify key concepts and contexts related to AI and generative AI and demonstrate practical and ethical strategies for integrating AI into the different educational contexts that you work. The second module, AI Evaluator, is focused on the application and analysis of AI tools. The learning outcome is that you can effectively integrate AI into your teaching and learning practice. And the final module is called AI Experimenter, and it's focused on learning strategies for AI-enabled education. It really builds on the second module of integrating AI into your teaching and learning practices by moving into recommending strategies for AI-based teaching. So you can really see how the three modules build on each other so that by the end of it, you are feeling confident and comfortable in teaching with AI, having conversations about AI, separating myths from realities with AI, all of those things that we talked about. This micro-credential will really give you all the skills and tools that you need to succeed. And for this program, we consulted with our member institutions to gather recommendations and resources. We didn't just, set out in a bubble and say we're creating this. We really wanted to make sure that we were talking to the institutional leaders, figuring out what are you doing with AI? Do you have policies? Are you talking about it with your students? What documents do you have? How can we harness those? How can we leverage those? What questions do you have? And so we took this feedback and we used it to help create this micro-credential. So this really addresses our 5 pieces of feedback we heard. This micro-credential will address. So the first one is addressing fears and misconceptions about AIs. So those myths and those facts. This was one of the first comments we received. People wanted to make sure that this is something that was covered. And so the goal of this micro-credential is really to clarify these misconceptions and help you better understand what is a myth, what is a fact, and how can I leverage these moving forward and continue to learn about AI. The second thing that we heard is that people wanted institutional leaders to be involved. You need to be able to count on your decision makers within your institution to move forward with these policies. And so we included them from day one, making sure that they were in meetings, we were running curriculum by them, and we were asking for their feedback. So they felt like they had a say, and that, again, this micro-credential is actually addressing the skills that their educators and staff members were saying that they needed. They also wanted the micro-credential to promote diverse assessment methods. We know that students use AI, so assessments needs to be reviewed and adapted, and it's important to be able to have those conversations and talk about the challenges and maybe the opportunities that exist in using AI with assessment. We also are leveraging existing guidelines and resources. It's really important to understand what you can and cannot do within your institution and to know what resources and tools are available for you. So this really builds on what Elisa was talking about with our AI hub, and then also just creating a directory of AI resources. So one of the things that we've done in addition to this micro-credential, in addition to the AI hub that we have, is making sure that we have all the resources available for you in an AI directory, AI resource directory, so you can find what you need. And you know how to then go ahead and handle these conversations at your respective institution. And lastly, we've heard that people just want support. Educators want support in integrating AI into their courses. So to adopt AI, you need the resources, the guidelines, the information, the tools. And this program is going to give you all of that. So please use the link in the chat. You can sign up today. It is free for member institutions. So if you work at a publicly funded institution in Ontario, you can access this for free. Otherwise, for those outside of Ontario, it has a cost of $538. But you can register and find all the information you need on our website in the chat. And you can also ask any other questions you might have. And there's a QR code. We did really cover all the bases. So if you'd like to pull out your phone, we'll give you a few seconds to do that. But of course, the link is in the chat.
Fantastic. It looks like someone had already registered.
Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so for anyone asking if there is, if there's a few questions in the chat, I'll just answer now. The start date for the Teaching with AI program, the next start date, I believe, is January 6th. So you'll see that soon. We do have a wait list open for an October program, but or January 19th, sorry, not January 6th. But if you'd like to register, make sure you get your spot. Make sure to register for the January 16th module. Any of the links that we put in the chat, we'll make sure that we follow up with afterwards in our YouTube. You'll get a link to the YouTube recording. We'll make sure that there are links there for you to register for all of these amazing programs, webinars, workshops. I know we we threw a lot of information at you today, but rest assured, we will make sure you have access to it afterwards. And if you have any questions about the micro-credential, you can email learn@ecampusontario.ca, and our professional learning team will help you out with any of that. So Brightspace access, et cetera, et cetera. Send them an email and they're there for you. Okay. And if there's any other questions, please feel free, pop them in the chat. Wonderful. I don't think we have many questions. So with that, I'm going to say thank you so much for coming out today, for listening to us speak, for hearing what eCampus Ontario has going on in the space. We're so excited to be here. We're so excited to be doing all these wonderful things. And again, we're so excited to have this amazing community around us. So if you have any questions, we've given you some emails. We'll follow up afterwards. We'll send the recording around. And otherwise, thank you so much for attending and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.